It's my recording noise. theNewerYork unleashes book reviews, bringing you new book reviews on literary fiction, sometimes comic books, sometimes other stuff. Oh my god, I suck. Let's do it again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, beep. It's my recording noise. That means the camera's on. theNewerYork unleashes book reviews, bringing you new book reviews, most of the time on literary fiction, sometimes some cooler things that are a little different, like today with the literary magazine. Talking to you about theNewerYork, which is only on issue number 2, based out of Santa Monica, California, originally from New York, but kind of decided they wanted to be the newer version of New York. Moved over to the West Coast, and this is what we got. And my copy just came in the mail a couple weeks ago. I fell in love with it. First of all, I love its size. I don't know if I've said this before, I'm a fan of pocket books, and you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, can't judge a book by its size, I guess, but there's nothing cooler to me when it comes to books than something that can fit in your back pocket like a wallet, and that's what you get here. Look, it's like the size of my head. Anyways, cool stuff. My copy came with a postcard and a sticker. I don't know if you were to order a copy, if yours will as well, or if I'm just cool because I'm, you know, looking into reviewing it for these guys and stuff like that, but I fell in love. And in my mind, this is the literary magazine for the Twitter generation, which has not been done yet. And that kind of sounds goofy and a little, you know, cliche, whatever. But it's true. I feel like I've read a lot of literary magazines, and outside of, you know, McSweeney's, I never really felt like I connected with anything. And a lot of times I think that comes from the risk-reward ratio you're putting into something. So if you're picking up a classic book, you know, say you're picking up Moby Dick, you know before you take the time to get into it and you know, the intellectual work that it's going to take, that you're going to get something good out of it. But when you're talking about literary magazines, which is where a majority of authors kind of get their start, get their wheels going, you're putting in a lot bigger risk, because almost all of the authors that are going to be included in the collection haven't really been tested out that well, and you don't really know if you're going to be picking up a short story, spend a half hour reading it, and it just ends up being garbage, you know? And that's where theNewerYork is different, because every single piece in this collection is like no longer than 2 pages. So what you get is an ability to not commit too much. And isn't that what my generation's all about? Our generation, not committing? Yeah, you know, constantly saying, I don't know, maybe, we'll see, maybe I'll be there. You know what I mean. Anyways, this is a great collection of not just literary work, but also a lot of cool artwork too. There's a lot of full color paintings and drawings and all that kind of good stuff included. A lot of interesting stuff to look over. I'd say everything here is experimental, but not like wacko experimental, you know, not like David Lynch when he's starting to get really, really weird, you know. It doesn't go that far. It's sort of like the stuff that, say, the highbrow literary magazines, you know, say like the Paris Review and stuff, would probably never touch, but that deserves a chance. It's not like weird psychedelic I'm on acid writing, but it's stuff that's a little different, you know. Obscure nutrition facts that don't really have any nutrition in them. Open letters to the New York, the New Yorker, which is one of my favorite articles in this collection. Just a lot of cool stuff. People taking chances, and that's what's going to push things forward. And I think that's what theNewerYork here has really kind of proven to me, is that print isn't dead. As much as everybody wants to make a case for ebooks and the internet changing things, I understand that there's a lot out there that the internet can do with the written word that we were never able to do with books before. But, you know, people look at the written word and they see poems and short stories and novels, and they're not really willing to push much farther than that. And I have to give a lot of praise to theNewerYork for going past that and trying new things and looking for new things. Yeah, you want some of my favorite articles in here if you were to pick it up yourself? I listed them over here. I have the artwork on page 24. Love it. And I talked to the editor from theNewerYork, and I guess this wasn't even a contributed piece. It was done by their art designer, and that's why it's not listed in the credits. But To me, it's my favorite stuff. You'll have to see for yourself. It kind of just reminds me of like, you know, those like cool kids in high school who are like way better artists than you, but they just spend all their time doodling in their notebooks during class. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. Also, Letters to the New Yorker was great. The Thank You War, which is right near the beginning of the collection, I love. That's something I've always thought about, and I'm glad to see a writer taking on that concept. You'll see what I mean. And also Not a Writer, which is closer to the end, pretty much chilled me to the bone because every sentence in there kind of described me and kind of made me feel really crappy about myself. But it was good, well-written stuff. So, if you're looking for something new, something different, something that you can take in short bursts, check out the Newer York. I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed. It's good stuff. I got links down below to check it out, links to the website, links where you can buy it. Give it a shot if you're interested, alright? I'll see you guys soon with another normal book review. Other than that, take care of yourselves and subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter. All appreciated. See you guys.